So I find it really interesting that as kids, we're never really taught how to communicate effectively. We have all these classes in school about math and history and science, but we never get a class on how we should speak with other people, on how we should conduct ourselves when we're in front of an audience and we need to speak in front of them. And that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me because there's so many, like, in high school. When I was a freshman in high school, I was like nervous to raise my hand and ask a question in class. And there would be some times where I was confident, but that's only if I knew the answer. If I didn't know the answer, if I had to ask a question about something that I thought everyone else didn't need answered, oh, it was bad. I was anxious. I was afraid of looking stupid in front of everyone else. Or it's the worst when you're speaking in front of people and then you start to blush or you start to get dry mouth and it's the worst. And then there's that aspect of it, and then there's just literally the simple everyday. You're communicating with your family, you're communicating with your friends or your boss or your boyfriend, girlfriend, and you know we never get taught how to do it well. So I want to tell you a little bit about how I went from being that nervous kid in class to, you know, not really wanting to ask a question I was sure about, to being able to publicly speak in front of close to 1,000 people at a graduation ceremony. Not my graduation ceremony. I was chosen to speak at another graduation ceremony. It it all comes down to you being comfortable, being uncomfortable, and you willing to step up and speak in front of other people and do the thing that no one else wants to do. I mean, if you like a girl, you need to go up to her and talk to her, even though you're nervous. You need to do it, and once you do it, you'll have no regrets, even if she says no, because you put everything on the line. It's the same thing with communication and public speaking. Once you get yourself kind of inoculated to it, like you just expose yourself to it over and over and over again, it becomes second nature. And yeah, you might still get nervous, but once you've prepared, once you're confident in what you're saying, once you're passionate about what you're saying, it's all downhill from there. If I can do it, you can do it. If I could make a speech, like 6, 7 minute speech in front of parents and kids and a bunch of, random people who I don't know, if I can do that, and if I can get those people to come up to me after my speech and tell me how much they enjoyed it, how much they resonated with the message, how much they want their kids to do the things that I was talking about. If I can get a bunch of random people, if I can get a bunch of random people to clap for me and enjoy my speech, then you will have absolutely no problem learning how to tell stories better, learning how to communicate better, learning how to be more assertive in what you say, learning how to be more confident. And that's another thing, that storytelling. Maybe I'll make a separate video about storytelling, but storytelling is, I mean, everyone loves to listen to a story. We all love stories. As kids, our parents would get our attention by saying what? Once upon a time. And they would tell us a story. And we would remember that. And so you need to learn how to tell stories well. And the thing about storytelling is it really comes down to only a few things. It comes down to, do you grab their attention right at the beginning? Do you you keep their attention by making it easy to understand, and making it almost as if they don't have to try to listen. They're just following along because it's so captivating, and you put them in the action and they're intrigued. And then, does it make them feel something? Does it make their emotions go a little bit? Those are the three things. And that's all you need. But a simple exercise that you could do, if you take nothing else from this video, just do this. Please do this. After the video, take your phone and record yourself saying something. You can look up Google. You can just go on Google and just type in sample speaking prompt. It'll give you something, and then you can just look at that and then say it into your camera. Just say it how you normally would. And it's going to be a little weird if you've never recorded yourself before, because your voice isn't going to sound like how you think it does. Your enunciation, your pace, your tone, nothing's going to sound how you think it does. And you might even make some weird movements with your face or your hands. But the cool thing about that is that you can take 1 or 2 or 3 of those things to improve on, and you can focus on one of them as you video yourself the next time. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, for example, you notice throughout the video that you say a lot, and you want to get rid of that, because no one likes when people say and Everyone hates it. It signals that you don't know what you're talking about. It signals that you're uncomfortable with pauses, and it signals that you're a bit unprofessional, unpracticed. So you're like, okay, I want to reduce the amount of times I say and So you focus the entire video on pausing where you would normally use a filler word. And then that video is done. And then the next time you focus, okay, I spoke really quickly. Now I'm going to focus on speaking more concisely, speaking slower, speaking with more purpose. And then you're going to implement that into the second video that you do. And then how many traits you want to focus on, you pump out however many videos. And then after you're done with all that, record yourself with all the improvements, everything that you've noticed. Record yourself, do a final video, and you'll realize you've improved a lot. And that's the first step to all of this. That's the first step to gaining other people's respect, to getting what you actually deserve out of life, getting that job that you want, getting that girl that you want, anything. And just feeling more confident in yourself. When you know you can communicate your thoughts effectively, and you know you can articulate things well, you unlock a new level of confidence within yourself. And so I need you to take all of those things and actually apply them into your conversations with other people in the real world. Now, it's one thing to, do it by yourself at home. No one's watching. Yeah. Anyone can do that. But it's a completely different animal when you go out into the real world and you take those things that you said you would improve on, and you actually do improve on them. So when you go into that next conversation with someone, you're thinking, am I using filler words? Am I using and you don't have to obsess over it. That's no way to go about it. Just be conscious of it and catch yourself. So when you improve your communication, it's the easiest thing that you can do, and it's the highest ROI activity that you could do. You'll get the respect of others. You'll have the ability to actually influence others and make them feel something. You'll make them feel emotion. You'll impress people who want to hire you, etc. All these different things. So that's the power of communication. And after this 10-minute video, if you don't take action, then you've wasted 10 minutes, unfortunately. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, and do everything you can with what you have.